Page 4 in the middle of a bridge. I look it over, it's 2 pages long, treble bass clef. There's no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major, so if you're doing the scales, go ahead and do the scale for C major and A minor, at least 1 octave up and down. You might start getting to the point where you want to start doing 2 octaves if you're comfortable with 1 octave. But if you're not comfortable with 1 octave, don't go 2 octaves yet. Get to where you can play it without looking at the keyboard, where you're comfortable playing the scale. 4/4 time signature. Let's take this one hand at a time and make sure everything's okie dokie. Right hand, you're starting 5 here, that puts the hand here. We have a pickup beat. We're coming in on beat 4. 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then what thumb here? That's a really poor fingering. They're doing it because it's a phrase you can lift up anyway, and they want to keep you in a nice, neat 5-finger position. You're going to have to start getting out of that 5-finger position. I mean, you'll always have it sometimes, but also sometimes you extend out or squish in, and that's what we need to start learning to do. I like a fingering that lets me connect the notes if I can, and I can't connect here if I'm going to go from here to here with the same finger. I can't connect that. So I'm just going to stay here, and I'm just going to move the thumb stays where it is, the hand goes up here. So I went from this position to this position. That's all. And so the second full measure, just come up and do 2, 4, 2. And then for the second line, second measure, we have 2 A's. Repeated notes. Remember, we changed hand positions. So the first one was with a 5 and then a 3. I'm changing on the repeated A's. So the second line is 2, 3, 4. And they want a thumb or a little finger and a little finger. That's a really bad idea. Let's not do that, okay? Okay. I can't really connect these notes, all of them. They're too far apart. So I want to move the hand as little as possible. I don't want to go from here to here. That's a long way. So what I'm going to do is in the second line, that is the last 2 measures, the half notes. Here, instead of 5, I'm going to just lift up here and go up to thumb. I'm going to change here. This little bit is easier than going from here to here. You're moving a long way. So thumb here, and then you extend out for that one. I get them all. So the second line again is here. And then 5, 3. And then thumb. And then you got to come down. And again, for the third line, same thing. I'm going to do thumb. Each time I get these C's, it's a 1/5 on them, so I can play them like that. So 1 here, and then come down. Let's go over to page 5. It's the third line. We're here. Now F and A together, and then the little finger on the G. So in the third line down, last measure. On page 5, that G is repeated. I'm playing it twice, so I'm changing on that one. That's fine. The last 2 measures I'll talk about when I put the hands together. Left hand, let's see where we are here. That's 1, 2, 3, rest, foot rest, 2. On the second line, rather than thumb, I'm going to come up and use second finger. Like that. This way I can do the whole notes in the second measure with 3, 1, and then 5, 4. I connect all that together just by extending out a little bit. So go back to the last measure of the first line, was here. And reach up to the 3, 1, 3, 4. I think that's a little easier. Could be wrong, but I think it is. Then in the third line, now you can come up here if you want 4, 2, and then come down. And you get the same thing going into the next page, that same thing. at the top of page 5 in the second measure, you're here, and you'll have to lift up here. Can't help it, we just do it. And then again, lift up. You can do a 2-1 there for the last measure, the first line on page 5. Because I'm down here, I don't want to go any farther than I need to, so I do here. And then I got to come back down here. That way I can get all of the last measure, the first line, and the first measure, the second line. I get all those notes, or most of them, in this hand position. I'm not moving. Here, then move. And back like you were at the beginning. Let's put the hands together and see what happens. And I'll hesitate right now, but that's okay. I'll do that later. Here. 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 That's by itself. The rhythm on the first measure, second line. 1, 2, 3. And these are down. So I go through and I put the hands together. Now let's talk about the last 2 measures. They're all C's, starting here, and I'm going to play all the C's all the way up to here. And we're just crossing the hands. It's just here, and you can use any finger you want. I don't care. Just make sure you connect them. Here, don't have any silence between them. No, connect them. You have to look at the keyboard for that, of course, but you can memorize. You're just playing C's. There are better fingerings for it. For instance, I could just go hit these 2 C's in the left hand, the first 2, and then do the next 2 in the right hand, and then I cross over for that one. I'm only moving once. Here. But it's flashier, more showy if you do it that way. I have to go that fast, of course. It's just showy. Look at me. Okay. Now, once I put the hands together and I have a good idea of the fingering, then I'm going to go through it just a few measures at a time, slowly, and get rid of any hesitation. So it's a steady beat from start to finish. No hesitations anywhere. And that can take a while. Be patient. Once the hesitations are gone, I'll think about the articulation. And here it's basically the phrasing. You connect it. Lift up. Here, lift up. Well, you have to move. In the left hand, I'm going to connect it if I can. I can't always, but I will. And that's basically the whole thing. Now, you do get accents on page 5, third line down. The last 2 measures. Just play the right hand a little louder. And then accents on the quarter notes. That's fine. Just play the accented notes a little louder. Now, once I do the articulation, then I add the dynamics. MF at the beginning is mezzo forte, and that's the melody, which is the right hand here. Whatever you think sort of loud is. This left hand needs to be soft, light. And you pretty much, the whole thing is there. Ugh. Until the last 2 measures where you play them loud. You don't really need a loud on the last 2 measures. That could be MF also, because the accented notes will take it up to loud. If you have a loud in the last 2 measures of forte and you accent them, that makes them very loud. I don't know that we really need very loud. Just loud is fine. But once you get to know the piece and you're comfortable with it, if you want to get a little louder and softer in places, put it in. That's feeling it. You're in the area of moderately loud. Yeah. And then the speed, well, somewhere in the middle. If you go slow, it's this. 1, 2, somewhere. Fast, well, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, okay. Moderato's in the middle, somewhere. Now, there are words to this. If you'd like to sing, you go right ahead, or maybe somebody's around who wants to sing. That's fine. I don't sing in these lessons. I struggle with these enough as it is. But you can sing if you want. Just do the singing last. Make sure you can play this comfortably pretty well, because when you start adding words to it, you're just adding more stuff to do. Let's play this together slowly, very slowly, and check that you have the correct notes and rhythms. Now, this is after you can play it with no hesitations. And since there's a pickup beat, I'll give us 3 counts to come in. I go 1, ready, go, and then we go. 1, ready, go. 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, off.